Hey everyone, I'm Shara,
I'm Joanna,
and we are
the Seigla
Whoop,
Sisters.
whoop, whoop. So one of the things that we want to do, that we've both decided that's very important to us, is we want to educate um, as many people as possible about CBD because it's been a game changer for us. About how many years ago were you diagnosed with some stuff?
Officially now it's been about 5 years.
So about 5 years ago, we kind of started down this journey. I will say that I'm a tough love kind of sister. When she started to get sick, I didn't want to believe it. I didn't want to come to terms with it. But one day, it kind of hit me. I was like, my sister's sick. And it was just something that kind of stuck with me, that if somebody was going to find something for her, it was going to be me. And I kind of became this advocate for my sister's health, one that she did not ask for, one that at many times she did not want. So it was a long journey.
Only because it's a hard mental space when you're sick to try to ask others for help without feeling like you're being a burden. So I appreciated it all, but yes, there were times where I was not very welcoming of help just because I was so miserable.
And it was something that I didn't quite understand because I didn't deal with it. I wasn't feeling her pain. I didn't know everything that she was going through. So for me to be 10 years older and not have to deal with the kind of pain she was dealing with, I was just soaking it up to, hey, pull up your big girl panties. Let's do this. This is life. If you can't get through this, how are you ever going to have kids? What if something bad happens? How are you going to ever push through that? And I had these blinders on, and I didn't want to realize what was going on. And when I finally did realize that my sister had issues, I knew that I had to find something. And I knew that, and I believe this in my heart, I believe that God puts things in front of you. He puts stepping stones, He puts people, He puts education, He puts literature, He puts information in front of you. So I started researching stuff. Everything that I would come across, I would just email it to her. Have you tried this? Have you done this? Have you done that? And I really got into essential oils. I really felt like essential oils were going to help her. I think we made some really great, maybe lotions, and we were using that instead of candles and for smells and for sleeping and stuff. We really just started educating ourselves on that. Um, that's my son. So we are in the country, and he is doing his country thing. So
what is he doing? Beating the tree with his shirt.
Clay.
He's got tag-alongs stuck on him, which for you people not familiar with the country, they're just annoying little green things that get stuck on everything.
Yeah, so he is a country boy at heart, so he's having fun out here. Mm-hmm. Say hey to the people.
Hi.
Say hey, people.
Say hey, people.
What if they're not people?
They are people.
What if they let their dogs?
Hey, creatures. Say hey, creatures.
Or if they let their dogs watch.
Hi.
Say hey, beautiful souls.
Hi. Things that are on the world. I don't know.
Perfect.
Okay. Let us finish. You can go over there. Say bye, people.
Bye.
It's okay. We're still learning. That's our motto. We are still learning. We know things are not going to be perfect, and that's not what we want it to be, because Lord knows we are not perfect. This journey has not been perfect. It's been learning along the way. So we got into essential oils. I think that's where I was at. We got into essential oils and started just researching stuff like that. I got really into it. I kind of felt like it was really a shift for me personally, because I was taking my kids to the doctor. I was using medication, and it was a way for me to get off medication. Now he has a machete in the background. People are going to think I'm crazy, which I am a little bit crazy.
We just usually don't record our crazy, but
yeah, for the whole world to see.
You're welcome.
But it was kind of a shift for me, and the more that I learned, the more it made sense to me that the good Lord put something on this earth to help us, to heal us. And a lot of the stuff that we deal with now is not something God wants us to deal with. We are dealing with a lot of man-made issues.
Just a tractor going by.
But it was really eye-opening for me. So eye-opening that I started taking like a medicine making class, and really loved that, and just kind of making teas and tinctures and stuff like that. Really got into it. But I had a friend on the West Coast who had posted about hemp oil. And I believe everything's a stepping stone. So I learned about essential oils, then I learned about the medicine making class, and now here presented in front of me is a hemp oil. And, you know, I knew it was related to cannabis, but wasn't quite sure. I wasn't educated on it, but I knew that if I had tried it, if I bought it, if I got it in front of my sister, she was going to use it. So that's what I did. I reached out to my friend on the West Coast and I was like, hey, can you send me some? I was not educated on the product at all. I did not know what I was looking for. I was kind of had this mask over me because they used big words. It was fascinating because it mixed science and nature, and it was just intriguing to me. So we bought it, not knowing anything about it, and we tried it for the first time. And the first time that my sister used it, she was at my house, and she has an issue with, she was having an issue with eating and having an appetite because of all the medication she's on. And within 10 minutes of taking it, she was hungry. And I was like, wait a second. We are onto something. And I really thought that I had found the answer at that time. I truly did. I thought I had found the answer. And I didn't know anything about it. So I was kind of bamboozled by what we had. Now that I'm more educated on it, I can tell you, looking at the ingredient list, that it was not something that was pure. It was coming from the stems and stalks of the hemp plant, which is not where you want your medication coming from. So our goal is just to educate, and for you to learn from us, because we've already done it, guys. We've already been there. And when we came across this current product that we're using, we have been blown away. It has changed so much. And it's so, to me, it's a little bit like amazing and hard to almost say that this bottle, this oil, this product has changed our lives. That it really came down to that, you know? So